Okay, we're going to look at the unboxing and do some measurements of a Hisense over and under refrigerator. It's got the freezer on the top and the refrigerator on the bottom. I don't think it'll fit in the trunk of a small car, not likely. The model number on this is the HRT180N, N as in Nancy, 6AWD. Let's take it out of the box, see what we got and what comes with it. Okay, let's measure the box, 30.5 inches. The height on the actual box is 69 inches. And let's make sure the depth's the same, and it's true. Nope, it's actually longer going back. So it is 32.5. So 32.5 inches deep. Let's look at the measurements on the actual fridge. If you're facing the front, it's 29.7 across the front of it, the width. The overall depth, if you count the door, is 31.3, and the fridge by itself is 28.1. And then on the height of it, it's 65.9, and let's see where it stops the other. Okay, so I get it. Okay, so the actual top, if you count the hinge part of it, is 66.5. That's the highest point, 66.5. All right, let's start taking some stuff apart. All right, let's cut these bands, these packing bands off here. Two there, two there. The box, when I rotate it around, it's got staples on this one side. So I think this may be the easiest way to do it, is to just pull these off. Probably could take like a screwdriver or a butter knife or whatever. Just kind of pop some of these staples loose and get it going. This cardboard feels like recycled cardboard or something. It's very soft or pliable, so it's not super strong cardboard, which is good. Maybe not good for the packing, but seems to be packed pretty good. All right, so we kind of got that, just to make the box easier to bring apart. All right, so again, not crazy thick cardboard, so that's kind of nice. And on each corner, it's got a stiffer cardboard corner part protecting it, so you don't bash up the ends of the fridge, which is nice. And looks like it's got some good styrofoam packing in here. Not bad, not bad. There's little clear tape kind of holding it on. Looks like you could probably reuse this for something. It's kind of a nice bag, if you were so inclined. So we just opened the freezer part. What we can do while we're here, so it looks like they packed a shelf in here as well to keep it from moving around during shipping, which is nice. It's got the energy guide. Yearly cost, it's saying $48 with about a 403 kilowatt an hour. Energy guide there, if you can see that. 18 to 19 inches deep, and it is about almost 23 inches wide. And if you're putting some stuff in here, it's about 15.5 tall. So that's your dimensions inside the freezer part of it. And let's take this drawer out. It's glass, so that's kind of nice. It's a glass drawer. It is not plastic. I would hold it careful, or you'll get to watch me drop it and break it. Okay, and it's protected on each end. Some tape. I don't see anything else in here you need to mess with. Here's the freezer temp control. So it looks like it's actually in the freezer versus sometimes they'll put them both down in the bottom area. And then this shelf has two different heights, so you can kind of figure out what height you want it. I'm going to set it up at the taller height. It looks to be roughly centered. And then you got two shelves over here. There is some protective plastic on these two. We'll take that off. So we opened up the fridge part of it. All right, I wanted to get a better shot of this on the temp controls. So in here it kind of shows you, that's the freezer one we were just looking at there. And then here's the fridge. They look like it's just probably touch screen. So hold 3 seconds standby. Okay, well, we'll see when we plug it in how that works, but it looks like you probably just touch on it. You can read it okay. These are good size, pretty good size to me. I'm going to say they'll definitely hold a gallon of milk. Here's for eggs and whatever. I don't see anything comes out here. This looks like you can remove this. Yep. These can be adjusted or pulled out. It's a little, let's go 6 3/4 for the width, or depth, I mean. And then here's, it kind of angles, but roughly 23 inches long. So here's a tea bottle. It's not going to fit there, but this fits pretty good in here. It's good size. I'm going to definitely say a gallon of milk, US style milk, will fit in here, no problem, and a bunch of these laid like this, whatever. So that's not bad. That's pretty good storage. So we're a little over 10.5 inches here. We are about 10 here, so 10 inches, 10.5. It's got a glass top as well. It's probably 10 1/4. So it's about 31 inches tall. It is 25 inches wide. And then depth, usable depth, is probably like 22, 23 inches. Now there's other adjustments or levels that you can change in here. These shelves also were taped in, which is good. So again, stuff can bang around in shipping. It's got two little, this is metal. It's not going to make a lot of noise, but like a pretty good thick powder coating. Things ought to last pretty good. That'd take a good bit to rust through that. They slide pretty good. That's actually nice. Let's see, let's take a look. All right, so instead of just relying on kind of a friction fit, which a lot of refrigerators will do, seems like, they have little wheels on them. And then you have wheels over here as well. So that is not bad, not bad. The fronts of these drawers are plastic. These are plastic, but the flat surface on here is glass. This glass part looks like it picks up and comes out of here, slides out. It's nice. There is a, crisper adjustment, I guess you will, or control your humidity in and out of the drawers. 5 years on the sealed systems, compressor, evaporator, condenser. There's only 1 year on parts and labor. Use and care guide is in English and Spanish. One thing I do want to point out, I was just looking at this, is it's got the distances on what space you need to leave around it when you put it in place. And it's saying from the top it needs to have about 3.9 inches. So, say 4 inches above the top. And then on the back of the fridge, you need about 3 inches of space, and then about almost 4 inches on each side for a good airflow for the fridge to work right. The other part of that too is talks about leveling it, and there's leveling devices here, or little pieces you can just spin. Actually, let's go ahead and I'm going to spin it around and show the back of it in case there's some reason you need to see what's on the back side of this. 110 volt plug here with the 3 prongs, so it's got a ground part of it. Yeah, it's showing a couple things about the fridge. Oh, one thing, if you did get the ice maker, you got to hook it up. It's telling you right here, label the covering, or this label's covering the water input hole. The ice maker says is a HIM P30G01 ice maker kit. So that's a full kit. So if you're watching this or thinking about getting this fridge and you want to just go ahead and get the ice maker kit, that's the number on it. All right, there is the diagram, if I can get it to hold still. Okay, so that's the diagram. that is on the back of the fridge. Okay, so we've got the fridge put where I wanted it. One thing to note too, I'm not zoomed on it, but there's it's actually 4 little adjustments to level it up. Because if you don't, this thing rolls back and forth. Like if you pull straight back or forward, it rolls really easy. So where you get it where you want it, you can push it in there, you know, but right now it's not rolling real good because I took, like you're supposed to do, and level it up. So you take the little black, I don't know, the circles on the bottom, little gear looking things on them, and just unscrew them. So you're going to go and you know, turn them where they'll go down and take the load off the wheels, so to speak. So that way the thing won't slide on you and move around. Okay, we got the fridge all set up here, and I got the distances around it that it needed, you know, for it to get rid of the heat properly and cool. Went ahead and put some stuff in there. You can kind of see them looking. Yep, you can see holds a good bit of water in here, and just some drinks and stuff. So we'll put it in. It's on number 3, which is the middle position, and it's a touch deal to adjust the temp here. There's a LED light right here, so LED light for the bottom part, and on the freezer, put flour and different things in here on the shelf. No problem there. Some ice cream and things like that. One thing to note on the freezer, there is not a light. So no light in the freezer, but that's not the end of the world. But that's it. This thing's pretty quiet. Now it's in a garage in this scenario, but you figure it's been running about 35 minutes. Stuff's starting to moderate cool on the bottom on the fridge, but definitely cold air coming out of here pretty good on the freezer part. I'm assuming it may get the freezer really cold and then drop the cold air down into the fridge, like with a duct or a little fan. Yeah, you can see in here. Yeah, I can feel some cold air coming down. So I'm guessing the way it probably works, this gets really cold, cold air drops, and then it gets down in here, and then they throttle it how much, you know, to keep the temp here so this doesn't freeze. But that's it. I mean, I hear it running, but it's actually pretty quiet, if I can speak. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this has helped out on this fridge. And if you have any questions, shoot them in the comments, and subscribe to my channel wherever the little thing is. All right, cool. Thanks. Peace out.